What's going down, everybody? It's your favorite homeboy Jethro, and these are more of my opinions. So I hope everybody has enjoyed Frank the Tank and Morgan and their videos, because he's been just an absolute prince of a pup. He is wicked smart. Personality is just, he's a great puppy, and I am thrilled that he's mine, because we've gotten really lucky. We rescue all our dogs, and every single one of them has just been a home run. My Great Dane is, to have, like, the love of your life, but in a dog form. Like, he's my spirit dog. I joke with people that if the apocalypse happened and he and I had to walk to California, he'd never be more than 50 feet from my side. And the idea that somebody abused and was mean to him when he was a puppy is also, I think, why I have such a strong bond with him. The first, 10 months of his life, he was chained to a tree. Some asshole thought it was a appropriate way to raise a dog, especially a big Great Dane, by putting him on a 25-foot chain and just leaving him. That's where he lived. It's ridiculous. So he came to live with me, and it took a couple days, but I remember saying to him in the car on the way home, and after about 20 minutes, he let me pat his head, and by the time we ended up back in my house, he had his head in my lap and had fallen asleep. And in that moment, I bonded, imprinted, do whatever, but I know Boudreaux decided right then and there that, this guy Jethro is my daddy, and I love him, and I'm never going anywhere else. And he has just, we'd had him about a week, and I came home, and the wife was sleeping on the sofa, which, when you open our door, the front entryway can see into the living room. And so he was sleeping at her feet on the sofa, so he had a direct line of sight to me about 15 feet away. And the hallway light was off, and I was wearing a ball cap, and so I walked in the house, and I've never been more proud of a dog of mine. He looked up, and I didn't think anything of it, so I didn't say anything or identify myself. And he took one look at me, and about a second and a half, he was up off the sofa and growling, not just growling to protect my wife, growling, and he charged at me. He came to get the whole pie. And I was like, Boudreaux, it's daddy. And skirt. Oh, hi, Dad. It's like, okay, buddy, but it made me so proud and so happy to know that, if my wife is sleeping in our house, you got to get through this 200-pound tank before you even think about touching a hair on her head. And while you're thinking about that, she's going to be doing a little and getting ready for you. He said, we don't have cops or anything. There's a sheriff, but we're in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, man. The only thing he can do for me is identify my body later. So we need to be able to take care of ourselves, and it's why we have dogs. No one is getting near my house without me knowing it. You've seen the videos of Morgan. I think he's going to train little Frank the Tank to do his, security runs, perimeter checks. And, so I'm very blessed and very lucky with all my pooches. So it gives me a lot of joy that other people can see them and take joy in them too, because it's kind of like, from Talladega Nights and Big Red, if you don't like dogs, fuck you. So, but the reason for this morning's video is I haven't talked a lot about medically assisted recovery, or my journey through addiction and now medically assisted recovery. And so I just kind of wanted to give everybody an update. When I started on this journey about 6 years ago, I was on about 200 milligrams of methadone a day. And when, let's see, so about like I said, about 13, 14 years in active addiction, then about 5, 6 years in medically assisted recovery. And so, like I said, about 6 years ago, 200 milligrams a day. I went down to about 85 milligrams a day, and I stayed there for about 2 years, 3 years, because I got complacent. I don't know, complacent is the wrong, I had stabilized, and honestly, at that point, you know, the idea that I would not be on methadone was a pipe dream. It just seemed like, oh man, wouldn't that be nice? But there ain't no way I'm going to be able to do it. At least not right now. Maybe in the future. I don't know. But I always kind of looked at it as, even if I'm on methadone for the rest of my life, this version of me, stable at 85 milligrams a day, is a million times better than junkie Jethro. So, but then, like I said, I got my job back with the company that I thought I had ruined any chance of a possible future with, and I'm so grateful. I'm so happy, and it's a safe space. Everybody knows my history, who I am, what I'm about. Like I said, I've done really bad things and I've made really bad decisions, but it doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. And so I get like a 17th chance at this whole thing. So it kind of gave me the inspiration to, you know, I want my life back. And so I've gone down from 85 milligrams to 20. I mean, I would say I was doing 5 a week. So that's 12 weeks. So I'd say probably like 4 months, 4 or 5 months. I've gone down 60 milligrams, 65 milligrams now. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, it hadn't been, you know, it hadn't been sunshine, rainbows, and kittens, but it's manageable. Like I said, where I've gotten several years of stable, like, you know, I haven't really been dope sick in a really, really long time. And so it's not, like, don't get it twisted. Don't think for a second I've forgotten, you know, what it feels like. I still get shivers thinking about it. But when you come out of active addiction and you get a chill, or you get flustered, or something makes you mad and you feel a little depressed, it just is a snowball. That's why, you know, they call it triggering, because it just kind of can make an avalanche happen. And it's really hard to, I mean, we're almost like people that have been tortured on a daily basis. When that first trickle or cramp, or that first, you know, instant where you start to feel like you're getting dope sick, I mean, it just makes people crash out because we're so fucking terrified of it. And it makes people do bad things. And so I've had enough time out of it that I can now look at things logically and kind of take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. This is not Jethro. It's not dope sickness. You're just maybe a little flustered, or a little tired, or maybe it is just a little ache. It's okay. Take an aspirin and it'll be fine. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And deep breaths. And you get through it. And like I said, I've warned everybody in my life that I'm trying to quit methadone, and I might snap out a little easier than I normally would. So please bear with me. But again, that's where I'm so happy that my work and everybody that knows me now is, you know, I consider them, like, I feel safe, and I trust them to talk about all this. Because it's not easy, you know, it's not easy, like, telling people, oh, hey, yeah, oh, wow, you look so put together and everything's great, Jethro. And it's like, yeah, but I did heroin every day for like 15 years. And, you know, to this day, it's a fucking miracle that I sit here and draw breath. I mean, my family and I are going through some shit, and it is what it is. But even if I never speak with any of them ever again, I won't deny that I'm here because they never gave up on me. My wife too. If they had, if they had abandoned me like I deserved, and don't get it, I fucking absolutely deserved to have been tossed out on the side, like drive me out to the country, chuck me in a field, and drive away as fast as you can. But they never gave up on me. Because, if the tough love route, or if I'd have gone to prison, like, nah, I'm not living in an 8 by 12 cell. Thank you so much. I will, I've always been curious about what comes next, so let's just go ahead and find out. Because there's worse. One of the things you find out with addiction and all the bullshit that comes with it is there are worse things than death. So, again, like, this last mile of the race, though, I've said it in videos before, addiction is not something you can't buy your way out of it. You can't bargain your way out of it. You can't be cajoled, blackmailed, bribed. Like, it doesn't work like that until in here you decide, I am not going to live like this anymore. There's nothing anybody can do. And you just gotta make up your mind. And again, it's like that with getting off of methadone. More than anything in my life, I want to wake up in January and not put an opiate in my body. I want to never go to a fucking clinic again. I don't want anyone to ask me about my fucking drug history unless I ask them to. I don't want to pee any more fucking cups. Like, I'm so done with this. It's like, I feel like a guy who's been in a coma for 20 years. And I'm not up and, I'm awake now. I'm not up and walking around, but I'm laying in bed and my eyes are open. And, it sucks because when you're in addiction, you manipulate, lie, and do lots of bad stuff. But, other people manipulate and do shit to you too. And because you have no legs to stand on with anything, you have to allow it to happen. And so, I don't know. I got a lot of shit that I need to rectify because it never would have happened in the first place if I hadn't made the bad choices that I made. So, it is what it is. But I'm gonna beat this shit. I don't know, and I hope anybody struggling, I'm not saying I was the worst of the worst or anything, but almost every day I wouldn't be up for more than 2 minutes and would have to snort a line of something to feel like a human being. So, still smoke a cigarette in the morning, but you know what, that's okay. So again, I hadn't talked about recovery in a hot minute, and I wanted to just give y'all an update on how Jethro's doing and Jethro's journey through fucking pretty much every drug under the sun that you can imagine. But now I've got, like I said, I got that 17th chance. I'm not gonna fucking waste it. So, if this, again, anybody struggling, I hope you find this, and I hope it can give you a little bit of hope, because, like I said, I ain't gonna lie, it's not easy. It's so fucking hard. But I am the master of my fate. I relinquished that once. Never again. Good, bad, ugly, don't give a fuck. But what happens is my decision now. So, to all my brothers and sisters in active addiction, I love y'all. I'm praying for you. If you did wake up today, man, it's not fucking too late. There's clinics, there's doctors. Like that friend that you thought you'd burn that bridge and they were never going to fucking talk to you again. Maybe reach out for help. Like, I'm a firm believer. Like, I don't care. I don't care how tough you are, or you think you are, or anybody thinks you is. Nobody does this alone. I don't think anybody can get out on their own. And I wish I'd asked for help so many years sooner than I did. But yeah. So man, if you woke up today, it's not too late. Please don't cheat yourself of the future that you can have, because it can be glorious. It's like, I'm gonna work, and then this weekend I'm gonna ride my four-wheelers and my dirt bike and play with my dogs and do work around the house and be just a normal fucking guy. And I can't fucking wait. So I believe in y'all. If I can do it, it's possible. Because trust me, everybody would have bet against me 5 years ago, 10 years ago about me getting clean. I mean, give him 1,000,000 to 1 odds. There ain't no way Jethro's gonna fucking make it out. He's too far gone. Nah, I bet you. Just getting started. I love y'all. Be good or be good at it.